Right guys, so the past few weeks I've been working on this Mark II Robin van, well technically a Mark 2.5. It came in with just a few little minor issues, just things like lights needed to be replaced and stuff, and I had to put it through an MOT because the owner was on about selling this, and it is a beautiful, absolutely beautiful example of a genuine Mark II van. So it'd be nice to just get a quick video of this before I deliver this back to its owner. Very tidy inside, really nice and cozy. I love these little vans, such a character, absolutely fantastic, beautiful. And this was actually the one that I did the tail light video on, so we know that them tail lights work. Anyway, that is not the star of this episode. This one is. Many of you viewers might remember this car. It was featured on this channel not too long ago. This car belongs to a good friend of the channel, Louis, who runs the Dino Dude Rocket YouTube channel.
Dude, it's good to see you, man.
Yeah, it's nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Of all places.
Of all the places. I was just here and you were just... This keeps happening to me. I actually, while we're here, I might need your help with something.
Okay.
My car has failed its MOT.
Oh.
There's a couple of things wrong with it. One of them is, I think, a bit more serious. So, you see these side lights on the front?
Yeah.
You'll probably remember, and anyone who's watching this has seen the series will remember that they're a bit temperamental, and like that one and that one, they just don't always work.
Yeah, I remember you saying you having a few issues with them.
Sometimes they work, other times they don't, and it's been going on for like a year. So I bought new units, and I rang the garage, and I said, hey, can you do an MOT? And before you do the MOT, can you install some new light unit for me? And they said, yeah, that's fine.
That's nice of them.
Yeah, it was good, yeah. But then I went down, and I said to the guy in reception for the MOT, I said, hey, just checking, you're still happy to install the things like you said on the phone before you do the MOT? He said, yeah, that's fine, no worries. And you'd imagine my surprise when they failed it on the side lights.
Oh.
One of the things, so
one of the things that you asked them to fix before the MOT?
I asked them twice with at least 2 weeks notice to fix it. So I was really quite confused. I checked and they were still in the box. They hadn't even opened the box. I was so close to just saying, right, you've not done what I asked for, I'm not paying, give me my car and I'm leaving. But the reason I didn't is it wasn't just the side lights that were a problem. There's something a little bit bigger than that.
Okay, do tell.
The A-frame on the front, connected to the front wheel,
yes,
is, how can I put it?
Does it start with an F?
It does start with an F.
Okay.
Yeah, let's just say I've seen damp pieces of paper that have more structural rigidity than the A-frame.
Okay.
And the garage wouldn't fix it, and my normal wizard doesn't have the tools to fix it.
Fair.
So I've come up here in hopes of running into you in this car park, because I know this is where you like to hang out.
And just happened to have been here when you pulled up.
Just happened to have been here. But my normal wizard friend, he doesn't have the tools to do it.
Right.
And I don't think there's anyone else in the entire country that I would trust to do this properly. So, Bobby, I'm asking, no, I'm begging.
Begging.
Can it have the Pig Pals treatment? Can you save me?
No.
Oh, okay. All right. Please tell me you're joking.
Of course I'm joking. You should know me by now.
Yes. Thank you.
I'd be honoured to work on your beloved car again.
Thank you, Bobby.
Now, the two major things that it failed the MOT on was the little support brace on the A-frame. Now, that has been corroded and a bit rotten. I haven't looked at it just yet, so we're going to do that together. And also, the little side light indicator thing down here, it also failed with that as well. And that was because he was having problems with this previously. And when we did the bumpers on it, I also noticed that the metal backing plates behind them were very rotten. So he's brought some new ones to go on. So we're going to fit that for him as well, get all them done, and we're going to take it for an MOT. So it'll be interesting to see if it works. So stay tuned to find out. She still looks good, but she's not as shiny as when she left here before. What do you guys think? Should we polish it again for him? Let's see if we have the time though. If we have the time, we might do. But let's see how it goes, because yet again, tight time schedule. I've got not a week to fix this, a weekend. I love cutting things fine, don't I? Damn, them wheels look sexy. I love them. Okay, so Louis' car is back in the garage again. But anyway, the major MOT fail was the A-frame. So the little support brace in the middle was rotten. So what we're going to do is the first biggest job, we're going to try and get that out the way first. So I'm going to get the car jacked up, see if we can get that off, and then get it repaired. Now, because we're on a super tight deadline, not like the last time was hard enough, so I will try and video as much as I can, but of course I'm on a deadline, so I need to really concentrate and crack on with the car. So let's get started. Okay, so let's have a look. How bad is it? To be honest, I've seen worse. Oh, there it is. There's the failure. Yes, that's not great. It looks like this has been messed around with before. So we're going to see how bad this is. We're going to try and take the A-frame off the car because obviously it's a lot easier to clean it all up and then prep the surface for welding while it's off the car, because getting under here isn't the easiest. So we're going to try and take the A-frame off, which does mean disconnecting the brake line, which does mean we're going to have to bleed the brakes back again. So it should be as simple as take the shock bolt out and both bolts on each side of the clamp, and it should drop off. In theory, they don't always come off that easy. Now, getting access to these A-frame bolts are a real pain in the backside. As you can see, the bottom ones are fairly easy to get to, but the top ones, that's pretty much sitting on the radiator, they are a real nightmare to get to. The other side isn't so bad, but in the middle, absolute nightmare. I hate working on these A-frames. It's off. Only an hour later. But it's off. There it is, all off. What a pain in the backside that really was. I hate doing A-frames. So how bad is it? Well, it's rotten all through the top, even down the side, and somebody has had a go at welding this in the past, and by the looks of it, shouldn't be let near a welder ever again. So we turn that over. Yep, it's gone right the way through, quite badly, and if you listen, that is the sound of a crack being hollow. As you can see, it's cracked right through the main structure and even all through inside the tubing. So that is pretty knackered, but I'm confident we can save this without replacing it. So we've got the centre out, and that's what was left of it. Yeah, not a great deal. I mean, look at all the crap that was just stuck in there. That's not dirt, by the way. Someone's put some sort of, I don't know, some sort of a sealant in it, or it's not silicone. I don't know, but it's crap, broke, rotten. That's for the bin. As for the A-frame, well, you can see just how bad it is under there, and getting to the other side, there's also more rot. So this is going to be a lot of work to repair this. I've got to figure out just how much of this I can save. If I can save it, I'll try to, but we shall see. But that's just opened up to a bigger job than was expected. Right folks, so I've just grinded all the rust and all the horrible crap off the metal. I'm going to have to go sit outside because it is very dusty in here. I don't know if you can see. That camera is not picking it up well, but you can barely see in here. It is covered in dust. Anyway, I should wear a mask. Yeah, so let's look at this and I'll show you what I've done so far. So here's the A-frame. I've just gone over all the metal just to get all the all the other rust off. I still need to clean it up a bit better yet, but I've gone over it. I can't see any other rot anywhere on the metal. It's just these places that have gone. So what I need to do now is cut these out, weld in a patch of metal that's the same thickness. Got to do that with both sides. And you might notice that in some places, if I can focus like this, you'll see I have a cut line and a cut line. Now I've done that on both sides, so basically I just made a little mark with the grinder on each side of where the piece was, and then this gives me the position of where the brace should be, so I then don't have to go and measure and everything, and it basically just cuts all that time out. So that's what I'm going to do with this. I'll be replacing the main brace with like a rectangular piece of box section. That way then it's not hollow, so you're not getting all the moisture and all the salt and all the crap sit inside it and rot it from the inside out. It's going to be all nice and sealed, and it should, in theory, make this a lot stronger as well. First job, I want to get that cut out and get that bit patched up. And that's one hole done. I'm quite happy with how that came out. You can't really see at all where that hole is, which is really nice. So then I've got to move on to this little bugger. That one's going to be fun. But as for that one, I'm quite happy with that. So I've got the hole cut out. It's a pretty big hole, as you can see. And I've just cut where that crack was and just chamfered it as well, so the weld helps to stick. And I've cut a little piece of metal out of a bit of tube that just happens to be nigh on perfect. So that looks fantastic, and it is perfect. I love being me. Mwah! God, I'm good. Anyway, let's get this welded in. So now it's time to get this piece of box section-y stuff and get that all cut down, trimmed down, cut to size, and then get that on that there. So let's get cracking with that. Okay, so I've chopped the end off that just to make sure that it was nice and square, and then I'm going to measure the distance now, cut it down to size, and then I'll have to cut down the ends so it will fit over the A-frame. Now, if you remember what I said about the little cut lines that I made in, well, it's exactly for this purpose. It's so I don't have to measure how the brace is supposed to go in. I can just look straight at these cut lines and I can go, there, that's how it's supposed to be. So that's just sped up the process a lot. Okay, so now I've got it marked out roughly where it needs to be. So I'm gonna just scribe a line, a cut line, and then I'll cut it out and then see how it looks on top of the A-frame. And then once I'm at that stage, then I can cut the circular bits out so it'll fit into where it needs to go. Well guys, that is it for this episode. Join us next time to see if we can get this Reliant done in time for its MOT. It's going to be a very tight one, so let's hope, fingers crossed, that we can do it. As always guys, don't forget to like the video and subscribe if you haven't already. Drop us a comment as well, let us know if you enjoyed this video. Also, don't forget to check out the Facebook page. The link will be in the description below, down here somewhere. And with that being said folks, take it easy and I'll see you on the next one. I hate working on these A-frames.
I'm sorry I made you do that. You better be. Yeah. Never again.